taking that open three.
The Sixers have 2 quarters and 7 points to make up, or their championship hopes are done.
All the way to the rack, and he'll scoop and score.
And they do everything they can to win the quarter, but they can't make a dent as the T-Wolves stay up by 8. 6 minutes left, $360,000 waiting for the winner and the NBA 2K League trophy. 76ers GC cannot make
the 2K Sports pregame show.
NBA regular season opener for a couple of teams. Thank you all for tuning in. So happy you're here. I'm ecstatic that you're here. And I'm really happy that Kenny and Shaq are here,
I miss you too, Ernie.
Thank you. Me too. Tonight, it'll be the Sacramento Kings up against the Utah Jazz. Well, for the Jazz, they were undefeated against this squad last season, going 3-0. We'll see if they can continue that dominance. And Mike Conley may be the best player in the league who has yet to make an all-star game. Shaq, you feel he's getting the full credit that he deserves?
You know, it's harder when you're playing in a small market, Ernie. However, that big contract, that's some recognition right there for you.
Yes, it is. He's earned his money, though. I mean, he's put the work in. He's unselfish, quiet assassin. He's solid to elite in pretty much every area of the game. Well, I don't know if he earned that kind of money, but he did earn some money.
You know his nickname, Ernie?
What's that?
150.
Oh.
1-F-I-D-D-Y.
I thought it was going to be Shaq something.
Oh, okay. No, Ernie, I don't talk about myself like that.
He doesn't. He never does that, Ernie. I don't know what you're talking about.
That was uncalled for.
Yeah, that was just a shot that you didn't have to take, Ernie.
Well, I have to take it. Somebody's got to take it. Someone's got to stop the madness.
Shout out to 150.
And I'm just the man to do that. Call me Shaq Johnson.
Welcome, everyone, to a brand new season of NBA basketball. I'm sure you're as excited as all of us are here at 2K Sports as we get ready to start the season in style.
Start your forever today.
With Brent Barry and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan, and David Aldridge will be joining us on the sideline as well. We've got the Utah Jazz and the Sacramento Kings. Tonight, two teams that like to slow it down a little bit, playing that half-court ball. Brent, we don't get to see that as often as we kind of have in the past.
Well, and that's okay, Kevin, because coaches who have a roster that's full of guys who they feel like physically can take advantage of defenses wearing down, or they're looking at their opponent as somebody who's not really patient defensively and wants to play through a 24-second possession, then if you slow it down, you might have more opportunities for post-ups, cuts, and late baskets because of defensive breakdown.
Coaches knowing what they've got to work with.
Well, you got to know your personnel.
Yep. And checking out Utah's opening lineup, Bogdanovich out there with Davis, and it's Rudy Gobert, then it's Conley, and it's Mitchell in at the 2.
I love Bogdanovich's ability to put the team first. When he sees one of his guys open, he's a willing ball mover.
So the Utah Jazz able to put the first points up on the board. Hield kicks to Fox. Back to Hield. 4 on the clock. Beyond the arc. Utah with the rebound. First opportunity here in their inaugural game of the season to go up against Sacramento.
And they rolled over this team last season, beating them every time they faced off.
Yeah, it was a completely one-sided season series, and that was no surprise to anyone. This first game between them should give us an idea if they're on a little more even ground this season.
Goes up on the wing. Bogdanovich, no luck. And it's Sacramento's ball. It's a 3-point game. Barnes outside. High post shot. Good. He hits the jump shot. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Conley, the pass to Davis. Kicks to Mitchell. Back to Davis. Jazz passing it around. There's the pass to Conley. Bogdanovich against Barnes. A nice shot by Bogdanovich.
Yeah, I love how adept Bogdanovich is in these sets. Fantastic at just getting space to shoot in that pick and roll.
Well, the one thing the Kings have gotten right, Brent, is this new home arena. It is one of the best in the league.
Well, on warm Sacramento nights, what's really cool about this place is they open it up. So you got the natural airflow. It sneaks in. It feels comfortable here. Something these fans can take a lot of pride in with what they've done in downtown Sacramento.
Here's Conley, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Conley's got his first points of the night.
That's a talented guy getting too easy a look. Might have been a miscommunication on that one.
Well, just the first quarter, everyone's still getting adjusted. That said, on defense, you have to bring help sooner.
And Fox gets it to go.
The closer that Fox gets inside, the more effective he could say. I guess you could say he's good in the Fox hole.
And here is Mitchell. Back to Gobert. On the wing, Mitchell. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. And Davis can't get it to go.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
That's good from Fox on the assist by Barnes. Fox has got his second bucket tonight.
Well, trying to figure out ways to score through contact, De'Aaron Fox does not back down.
And a first time out of the game called for Utah.
And sometimes you just want a reminder of what our objectives are tonight.
Yeah, get everyone on the same page and point it in the right direction.
Big group substitution here for Sacramento. Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for Dwayne Dedman. Bielitsa comes in for Bagley. Trevor Ariza's checked in for Harrison Barnes. And it's Bogdanovich in for Buddy Hield. Up top, Fox, defended by Moutier. There's 1:54 left in the first quarter of the game. It's Bielitsa. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Bielitsa's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Moutier finds Green. On the wing, Ingles. Ariza covering, and it's out of bounds. Utah able to retain possession here. Here's Moutier. Looking for Korver. He gets it there. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Dave Yeager in his third season with the Kings. Before that, 9 seasons, Brent, in Memphis, with 3 of those being the Grizzlies head coach.
Yeah, an interesting end to his time in Memphis as things just kind of went awry between him and management. But the personnel decisions is what it came down to. And he has a fresh start in Sacramento with a very young, very energetic team that needs some direction. Maybe Dave Yeager, the guy to get the job done.
Here's Ingles. Sacramento making their last shot. Lets the three fly. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's Bogdanovich over Moutier. And that one hits back iron.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Korver dishes to Moutier. And the shot goes down. Moutier's got his first points in this one.
Fantastic pass from Korver there to a teammate who is left all alone, seeing the court well.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Now, here's Fox, defended by Moutier. 6 on the shot clock. Kicks it out to Ariza. And another three for Sacramento.
More and more improved floor awareness for De'Aaron Fox.
From deep. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. It's all tied in Sacramento. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. Mike Conley, one of the best players never to play in an All-Star game, and he says he's tired of the underrated label.
The underrated Mike Conley thing has been out the window for me for a while, and it's gotten a little frustrating because I felt like I've been deserving of it over the years, but it's so hard to crack that spot in the Western Conference, and I'm going to keep working, and hopefully this will be the year.
And as he said, in the West, so many great guards.
And he's been a part of some winning teams, certainly has been in the conversation. He'll just have to be content with that max contract.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And looking at what we've seen from Sacramento so far, guys, what do you think?
So far, they've been active, scoring the basketball, built up a little lead here, and looking good.
Well, when you come out in the first quarter with that kind of offense, obviously the game plan is in full effect. Let's see if they can keep that momentum going.
Fox and Bogdanovich pair up at the 1 and the 2. Bielitsa is out there with Trevor Ariza, and it's Holmes in at the center, filling out the middle. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. Brent, we're seeing shorter training camps. I don't know if it adds to injuries or takes away from injuries with fresher bodies. What do you think about that whole philosophy?
I believe that the shorter training camp did lead itself and lend itself to more injuries last year. And one of the things that I'm concerned with, Kevin, just on a physiological level for players, is that what they are doing to prepare themselves for the season as an individual player, working on your weaknesses and doing those sort of things, is not the same as getting into training camp and preparing yourself for your stamina, your endurance, and your wind. And I wonder if there will be some moves in the next couple seasons about trying to get off the individual training and get back to more of the endurance stamina training so that these little injuries are just not part of a season in the future.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, guys, the Jazz had to weather the loss of Gordon Hayward, so they need to play together to have success. Coach Quinn Snyder said, "We expect guys to put the team in front of themselves and support each other. Our strength isn't in one guy. We need each other." Kevin?
David, one thing for sure, they come to play almost every game. Thank you. Now, here's Ingles. He has 6. Outside Korver. No one near Moutier as he lets it go. And again, it's the Jazz from deep.
Have to appreciate how comfortable Moutier looked taking that one. Released it as soon as he caught it.
And Bogdanovich kicks to Fox. The 17-footer. He makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game.
Obviously, a mix-up defensively on that possession.
Moutier passes to Gobert. Korver dishes to Ingles. There's the three. Ariza with the rebound.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Bogdanovich. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And checking out some numbers for Gobert. He's coming off an excellent season. Averaged about 13 points a game, 10 rebounds, and almost 2.5 blocks. And impressive numbers, no doubt. It's the kind of run we've come to expect from him.
Synergy, all elements right now working together, and the game is coming so easy right now.
That one is off. And Bogdan Bogdanovich, Greg, a highly decorated player internationally. Multiple silver medals with the Serbian national team, a EuroLeague champion back in 2017.
Yeah, I mean, he's a talented player, very skilled, and at 6'6" can play either guard spot. Great shooter. I think he's one to watch.
And he's good on the second.
Well, the thing you think about with Bogdan Bogdanovich, besides his first name being in his last name, is potential. A young, raw prospect with plenty of upside.
Now here's Gobert. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. The drive by Mitchell. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. And the Jazz lead by 2. For Sacramento, they've gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Fox kicks to Dedmon. Bogdanovich against Barnes. From the baseline. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Barnes has got it all tied up now for the Kings. Now Conley. Dedmon with the block.
Well, Dedmon's reach is a huge advantage there to help him tally some more block shots.
Bogdanovich with it. Now defended by Mitchell. Bagley with the bucket. Bagley's got the lead up to 3 now for Sacramento.
You can blame some poor defense on that play. Just a total breakdown. Got to at least contest at some point.
Mitchell against Bogdanovich. Mitchell kicks to Gobert. Back to Mitchell. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Mitchell's got 7 points in the game.
When the guy is capable of so many things like that on the offensive end, anytime you lose sight of him, he's got a huge advantage.
So the Kings call timeout, their first. Aside from one recent year, we've seen plenty of coaching changes. When teams come up short, do you think that position maybe gets too much blame?
Probably, and coaches know that's exactly what they're in store for once they sign a contract
and
to coach
that
a team.
Kind of money.
Yeah, all of a sudden they know that what happens on the floor, the end result is going to be whether or not I coach this team the next year and the year after and the year after. Interesting cycle of things that happens, though, Kevin, is when changes are made in a front office around the league. Sometimes the managers want to put in a coach where they feel either a little bit more comfortable with or a style of basketball that they're more comfortable with. And sometimes the success on the floor for the coach has no bearing on whether or not he's going to keep his job.
Right.
Because management would like to see a different product out there. So they become a victim sometimes of upper management movement and sometimes are removed from being the head coach.
Good thoughts.
Eyes on money, but I'm focused on you. Body full of tattoos, I make a kiss the end. Little broker knows if my don't stink.
Fields checked in for Bogdanovich. A chance here to assess what parts of the floor the attempts have been coming from as we look at the shot chart for Utah.
And a shot they haven't been looking for very much is that corner 3. And when they have, these been quick to kind of close out and deny it, and they've had to get their points from elsewhere.
Now, here's Bagley. Barnes outside. Back to Dedmon. The dish to Barnes. Score it. His third straight basket in 3 tries.
You know, Dedmon's not going to get a lot of possessions like that, but makes a very good decision. Finds an open teammate.
Conley feeling it out. A floater. Dedmon with the block. But they'll get another chance. Outside Bogdanovich. Conley finds Davis. High post, Gobert. Tries again. It's hauled in by the Kings.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Another shot. Bagley with the bucket. Bagley's got 5 points in the quarter.
And the dogged attitude of Bagley. When shots go up, he wants to be the first to pounce on misses.
To the paint, here's Mitchell. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Now you could just tell in his gait and in the look on his face, he's in a great rhythm after a terrific first quarter. He is feeling it here in the second.
The Jazz shooting their first foul shot of the night. And Utah making a change here. Udo's checked in.
What's up, gentlemen?
And Mitchell, no good on that one. Dwayne Dedmon, not a big name in the NBA right now, Brent, but he's a very productive player in what time he sees on the floor.
Well, he never does anything without misstep out there. Great length for a player. He competes on both ends of the floor, and he bolsters up a front line no matter what position you put him at, the 4 or the 5.
Now, here's Bagley. He's got 5.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
At the line for 2.
And he knocks down the first one.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
And so he hits both.
And one of the youngest rookies when he came into the NBA, Bagley reclassified in high school so he could get to college a year early.
Now here is Conley. Mitchell with it. Now guarded by Hield. Back to Mitchell. The high post shot. The shot misses. Good D by Barnes.
If they can just hold this now for the last shot.
Right, no need to give the ball back here. Run the clock down, be patient, and run a decent play.
From 13, doesn't get it to drop for him. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. It's Sacramento as they wrap up the second quarter on a 14-6 run. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Dave, a lot of offense in the first half, but what does the team need to do defensively?
The rim is what we have to protect, which means that they got to keep the ball out of the paint as much as possible.
Thanks for your time, Dave. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. A pretty close game for the Kings throughout the first quarter. They never dug too deep a hole for themselves in the first period. The most they trailed by was 5. The second quarter largely belonged to them as they took charge of the game and jumped out to a 5-point lead at the break. What'd you think about Sacramento, Kenny?
I was super impressed with their shot selection. I think that was part of the strategy coming in. They wanted to be patient with the basketball, move it around, and get high percentage looks. Obviously, that's going to be big.
And Shaq, how'd you think the Jazz were playing?
Well, I didn't even know who some of these guys were, but their bench came up with some big shots. Gave the team a lift offensively. It's always possible those guys will see more minutes in the second half, but at the same time, if you're a starter for a reason. We shall see, Ernie.
And that wraps up the halftime show. Third quarter set to begin in just a few.
Why you think they call me Anchor Boy?
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. It's been one outstanding game from De'Aaron Fox.
And I love the game plan in that first half. They really valued each possession.
Efficient so far with the shots that he's taken. His contributions have been fantastic.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Checking out the group for Quinn Snyder to start the second half. We've got Conley. Gobert is out there with Davis. Then it's Donovan Mitchell, and it's Bogdanovich in at the 3, the small forward. So it's Sacramento now. Bagley the pass to Fox. Baseline J on the way. Goes back up, and it's laid in by Bagley. Bagley's got the first basket of the second half here for Sacramento. Jazz trail by 7. Conley kicks to Davis. Gobert down low. Dedmon's there. And the shot goes in from Rudy Gobert.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Healed with it. Now defended by Mitchell. Barnes passes to Dedmon. Sacramento moving it around. Just 5 to shoot. A little over a minute gone here in the second half. That's no good. Couldn't get his first shot to go. Pass to Davis. Outside, Bogdanovich. Bangs home the trifecta. Bogdanovich has got 5 points so far.
And I'm a fan of that guy when he's shooting it from deep. Bogdanovich looks good every time it leaves his hands.
Now here's Barnes. 6 points for him. Here's Mitchell, and he dunks it right in, right on Buddy Hield. Oh, man.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. And it's the Kings with the ball after the basket by Utah. Fox kicks to Bagley. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Fox has got his 3rd assist on the night.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
The question mark for De'Aaron Fox coming into the league was his jump shot, Brent, and his lone season at Kentucky, 21% from the three-point line. That climbed over 30% as a pro.
Well, hopefully he just has progression as a shooter in the league, and that'll be a major impact on just how far De'Aaron Fox's career goes, and if maybe one time in the Western Conference he'll participate in the All-Star game.
Timeout called by the Kings.
Yeah, I mean, it's an opportunity to kind of regroup and discuss ways to maximize these possessions.
And therein lies the trick, discussing ways to be aggressive but not committing turnovers.
Some changes for Sacramento. Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for Dwayne Dedmon. Riza comes in for Harrison Barnes. And it's Bogdanovich in for Fox. So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Jeff Green, he's checked in for Davis. Joe Ingles comes in for Bogdanovich. Kyle Korver, he's checked in for Donovan Mitchell. And it's Moutier in for Mike Conley. Now here's Green after the miss from Buddy Hield.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. And it's Bagley in the corner. Drains it from beyond the arc. Bagley's got 8 points in the quarter.
Well, that's good teammate stuff right there. Looking for your guys. Buddy Hield has a strong feel for when to give it up.
And Gobert kicks to Korver. Pass to Ingles. Jacks up a three. It's hauled in by the Kings. Looking ahead to their next game, playing at New Orleans, they'll match up against the Pelicans. That's game one of a 3-game road trip. He was all alone on that one. And now a 7-point Sacramento lead.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Korver dishes to Ingles. Lets it go with a 3. Utah the rebound. Yep, that one goes in there. Green's got his first 2 points.
I like the physicality there on the glass on full display. Great at hitting the boards and then capitalizing off the second chance opportunity.
Ariza finds holes, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jeff Green. That's his first foul. Sacramento making a switch here. Bielitsa's checked in. Utah also making some changes. Udo comes in for Rudy Gobert, and it's Conley in for Kyle Korver. Here's Bogdanovich. He has 6. Hield outside. 6 to shoot. Again, the miss by the Kings.
No doubt disappointed with that one. He'd love to have that one back.
Yeah, I'd put that play on repeat. The setup was perfect. Just need a better result next time.
And it's slammed in by Ariza.
A rangy 6'8". Ariza finishing with force.
Conley, the pass to Green. He's looking for Ingles and finds him. Yep, that one goes. Ingles has got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Shot by Hield, nobody around. No good from outside.
Yeah, another missed opportunity, and you can just see the frustration.
Yeah, when your shot's in the fridge like this, it's easy to lose your confidence, and that's why some of the most prolific scorers, they have short-term memories.
Now, Green, after the missed 3 from Buddy Hield. Now, here's Moutier. He's got 5. That one falls.
And Moutier showing some poise on that possession, Kevin. Shot clock winding down, and he drains it.
Outside, Bogdanovich. Pass to Hield. Outside, Bogdanovich. He shot 2 free throws in the game, made 1 and missed 1.
Shooting for Sacramento, Bogdanovich. 2 shots.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
Free throw good, Bogdanovich. So he gets them both. 19 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter. Bogdanovich against Mitchell. With 4 seconds on the clock.
Gotta make those shots. Not sure how he missed it. The defense was just okay.
Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. On the court for Sacramento, Fox and Bogdanovich pair up at the 1 and the 2. Harrison Barnes is out there with Bielitsa, and it's Dedmon in at the 5, roaming the paint.
You got to respect how under control Bogdanovich is. When he's penetrating quickly inside, he makes the D hit him on the way up.
Free throw good, Bogdanovich.
And Bogdanovich is a confident, efficient player, a guy who can play either the 2 or 3 spots on the floor.
Good on both. And for the most part, when Bogdanovich is out on the floor, he's there to do one thing, shoot.
And I tell you what, when you can shoot like that, that's all you need to do. Great catch-and-shoot player who can stretch the defense. You cannot leave him alone, and really his presence frees up so much for his teammates on the floor.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
You know, the Kings in 2016 in that draft swapping spots with the Suns, and they went from 8 to 13, and in exchange acquired the rights to Bogdanovich. Sacramento might like to do a 2-over on that with the 13th pick, but Bogdanovich is certainly a keeper.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good, Bogdanovich. Well, Bogdanovich, highly decorated in Europe, Brent. Won medals, a EuroLeague title, he did it all.
Yeah, over in Europe, known as one of the best players that was playing before coming over to the NBA. And last season, a 25-year-old rookie with some great presence, but he played a lot like a veteran.
And so he hits both.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Conley with it. Feeds it to Udo. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
He's known as more steady than flashy, but that was a sensational pass by Conley. He can get fancy when he needs to.
Now, here's Bogdanovich. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. 11 feet out, and he hits it. Bogdanovich has got 9 points now in just the second half.
And as much offense as we saw earlier, I mean, we're seeing even more of it here now late in the game.
What is this, February? Feels like an all-star game is broken out. Neither side willing or able to stop the other.
Now, here's Udo. 5 on the clock. With some arc. Dedmon with the block. And it's out of bounds. Utah able to retain possession here. Bagley, he's checked in for the Kings. And Utah with a change here, too. Gobert's checked in. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Barnes against Bogdanovich. Barnes looking around. That's short off the rim. And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for Utah. Nice ball movement by Utah. Left side, Davis. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Conley's got 3 assists now in this one.
Now here's a guy who has all the tools to be a threat inside. Dave is still searching for his offensive consistency.
Now here's Bagley. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Shots good by Dedmon.
Really not ever easy to contain a 7-foot specimen. Dedmon using his height, and it comes in handy that time.
Here's Conley. He dishes it to Mitchell to take the lead. Rebound by the Kings. Barnes outside. 3rd minute of action now gone here in the fourth. Bagley with the bucket.
Yeah, the rhythm, the timing, an encouraging sign seeing Bagley knock it down there off the catch.
Conley against Fox. Conley kicks to Gobert. Dishes it to Mitchell. And there's the foul. It's on Dwayne Dedmon. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Buddy Hield, he's checked in for Bogdanovich.
Substitution. Buddy Hield.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Bogdanovich against Barnes. A nice shot by Bogdanovich.
And Bogdanovich, he's a seasoned veteran, comfortable having the rock in his hands when it's a big possession.
Now, here's Fox. He kicks it to Barnes. And it's off from 3-point range. Mitchell against Fox. The 10-footer. Off the left rim and out. For Sacramento, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. An easy 2 points on the layup. And the Kings lead by 4.
That is a mature play from De'Aaron Fox. Not afraid to take the big one.
Mitchell against Hield. Davis finds Gobert. Second shot opportunity. He lays it in.
And there's no quit when it comes to battling there until the final whistle. What a putback.
Well, great timing as well. Swiss watch kind of moments. Fourth quarter, close game. That could have been a 4-point swing.
Mitchell's shot is good.
Yeah, and Conley just makes the game fun. Able to shoot, but focused on also facilitating for teammates.
On the wing, Barnes. Over Bogdanovich, and there are the Kings with another bucket. And you could feel the crowd react as one.
Guys, what a blast of energy that just sent through this entire building.
Utah calls timeout. They're trailing by 2. We've got 1:23 left in the game. Chance now to recognize our Jordan Player of the Game, Marvin Bagley.
And his percentage from the field tonight seems almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
Sacramento making a switch here. Bogdanovich is checked in. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Quinn Snyder's huddle. This game is close, and he told his players, hey, guys, this is when it's fun, right? This is a close game, and this is when you get to show what you're made of. Right here, right now. Kevin, we'll see how they respond.
And just easy to see why people are so high on Bagley. His ability to deliver there in the clutch is impressive.
Now, here's Mitchell. Overhealed. Dedman with the block. Out left to the wing. The wide open look here for Fox. Misses the three. And they're desperately trying to get this game back within reach.
And with very little time to spare.
Here's Mitchell. Sinks it. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Oh, shocking there. That one's amazing.
Well, you play your heart out all night long, and then just one or two shots at the end decide the outcome.
Now here's Hield. That's tipped. Stolen by Mitchell.
Still a chance here, but they need to score.
And that goes for every possession. They can't come up empty at all anymore.
And never one to force the issue. Conley smoothly knocks that down.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento. Sacramento making a switch here. Barnes is checked in. Here's Fox. From deep three-point range, and that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. Live from Golden One Center, you're watching 2K Sports. Well, 4 quarters weren't enough to decide this ballgame. Sit back and enjoy as we move on to overtime.
Ready, gentlemen? Ready?
So Sacramento will get the first possession. So the overtime period is now ticking away. Should be fun. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineup for us now in overtime. So on the floor for Utah, we've got Bogdanovich. Donovan Mitchell is out there with Conley. Then there's Davis, and it's Gobert in at the 5. And here is Mitchell. Harrison Barnes getting it to go from deep. Conley for 3. Gobert the pass to Davis. Conley kicks to Bogdanovich. Down to 5 on the shot clock. A second chance effort. That one a little long. Kings leading now by 3. And here's Barnes for 3. Another 3 for Sacramento.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay.
Mitchell against Hield. Mitchell's shot is good.
Not an easy finish right there, but a beautiful move to give himself just enough space to get in close and knock it down.
Hield kicks to Fox. To the paint, it's stolen by Davis. And the Jazz pushing it up now. Here's Mitchell. It falls for basket number 9 from the field. He's taken 14 shots to get there.
And that's what you want in transition, a high percentage opportunity.
The story is true, and here the defense does a very poor job of matching up.
Back to Fox. Now the pass to Barnes. Clock at 6. The Kings need to get off a shot here. Here's Hield, and again it's Sacramento converting.
Hield stepping up right now. Great sign for this young player.
Hield against Mitchell from 12 feet out. Again, Mitchell missing. Sacramento leading by 4. Hield outside. Bagley dishes to Hield. Here's Barnes. Rebounded by the Jazz. And Bogdanovich kicks to Mitchell. Count it! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Love his shot selection. Good at taking quality shots. Whether he's defended or open, he knows how to knock those down.
Barnes right side. Over Bogdanovich. Barnes can't get it to go.
And when he's this close, he's got to make it. The defense was pretty good, but just shouldn't miss that.
To tie it up. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Ties it up with that one. You know, he's such a smart scorer. He doesn't force anything, lets the opportunities come to him.
He sinks the clutch free throw.
Seems like the more that's at stake, the more he rises to the challenge.
Timeout called by the Kings. They're trailing by 1. There's 18 seconds left in overtime. What do you think, guys?
And really no need to rush. Still plenty of time to get a good look.
Challenge is to get that good look, preferably the guy with the hottest hand.
Now, here's Fox. D right on him. Kicks to Barnes to win the game. Oh, that shot had a chance, but no good. And so it's Utah who scraped by with the win. They had to scrape and claw to push it to overtime, but they really came on in the extra period.
What a ride. I mean, I thought it might end in regulation, but you know what? They came through big and did exactly what was necessary once we got into OT.
And that about does it for the first game of the new NBA season. So for David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and the whole 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. See you next time.